This is the Burt Bo Brent here, and today I'm going to take a look at my console collection. So, first here we have my Montgomery Ward Video World of Sports. As you can see, yeah. You know, it's not in the best condition, but I actually got it for pretty cheap. You know, if you see, there's quite a bit of peeling, and the sticker's pretty scratched up. This, you know, the sticker part's kind of gum. It's actually a Coleco Telstar, just private label from Montgomery Ward. Yeah, they're the old department store rival to Sears. They're gone now. And then next we have my Telegames, my Sears Telegames. It's this nice 6-switch. And I actually got that one with my Montgomery Ward Video World of Sports. Got both of those for $20 with a whole bunch of controllers and a few games for the for my Telstar, and actually some random manuals, and I also got 2 Atari catalogs, so it was a pretty good deal. Going back to that Video World of Sports, I don't know if you can see that here, but it's kind of a colorful cord, because the original cord that it came with, actually somebody cut it. It was really weird. So, you know, I just opened it up and replaced the cord. So, and then we have my 4-switch wood-paneled Atari. And, you know, this one's in pretty good condition, if I say so myself. Yeah, I like this gun. It works really well. This is the one I usually use when I play Atari and stuff. And then here's my NES. Well, it's one of my NESs. This is my one with a new 72-pin. So this one, you know, works great. It's a Model 1, or obviously it's a Model 1, but yeah, it's first in the production line. It's a nice one. And then we have my Genesis right here. You know, I've always liked the Genesis. It's just cool, especially the Model 1. I just think it's a cool looking console compared to the other 2 models. I don't know. I just always preferred the Model 1, and this is actually the only one I have currently. But yeah, this one's it's in really good condition. I spent like an hour cleaning this one. It was filthy when I got it. I got it like at a thrift store for like $4 or something. And then here's my non-yellow Super Nintendo. I actually have 2 other working yellow ones, but I don't really display those. Those are kind of in storage. So I really don't use them because this baby, you know, it looks great. The only issue is right here. I don't know, yeah, it's a little bent. You know, I can try pushing that, but it doesn't really do much. I don't know. I'll figure that out eventually. And then, you know, here's my kind of pride and joy. Here's my 3DO. I love my 3DO. This is like, you know, the only obscure console I really have. But, you know, I like it. I have like maybe 6 games for it. No, I didn't get the best deal on it. I found it like at a flea market, and they were still charging like $50. But it came with this, like the flight stick, and like 6 other games, and one was in the box. So, yeah, it was an okay deal. And then here's my PlayStation, which is in mint condition. If you look at this, I spent a while cleaning this one up too, but they kept, besides the marks that were on it, they kept it in pretty good condition. And even the little flab is still on there. This was a later model. This one came out in '98, I believe. This is a DualShock. I actually have the box in my closet right now. And, yeah, and it came with like some of the original styrofoam inserts in the back for the DualShock controller, because it came with one. And then here's my N64. This was I actually originally bought this when I was a kid. This was my first game console. Well, first like home game console. I had a handheld before then. And you know, this one I've kept in pretty good condition over the years compared to some of my other consoles, like my GameCube. You know, pretty good condition. I don't have the expansion for it, unfortunately. But besides that, I have like all the games that require it, so I really need to get an expansion. Actually just picked up a Rumble pack last weekend too. You know, I'll probably, yeah, actually I was sitting right here is my Rumble pack I just picked up. And no, I did not pay $5 for that. I bartered with it and stuff. And then here's my Dreamcast, which I actually just finished cleaning. I've had this for a while, but, you know, got it at Goodwill for like, you know, a few bucks. Came with a controller and got a few games for it. And, you know, it's in pretty good condition. Besides that, it plays well. My Dreamcast. And then here's my GameCube. Also mine when I was younger. Well, not much younger, you know, a few years ago. Look, Brawls or Mealee's in it. Great game. If you do not have this game for the GameCube, oh, what am I talking about? That's like the most sold game on the GameCube. You probably have it if you have the GameCube. And then last but not least, here the only one I have right with me is my Wii. You know, I like it. It's a good system. It's actually been broken for a little while. I just haven't gotten around to fixing it because there's not that many games I've really been looking at. I've been playing more 360. My 360 is in the other room. I have an Elite. And, yeah. And then, here's my small handheld collection. Not much to look at, but, yeah. Here's my, I don't know, I picked this up at a thrift store for, what, 75 cents? Yeah, right there. It's a, Sega Outrun Tiger Electronics handheld. You know, it's kind of a weird one. If you see, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there you go. And you press this to the right and left. It's kind of hard to play, but it's cool. You know, it's from let's see there. It's from, I don't know if you'll be able to see on the computer, but it says 1988. So, you know, kind of old. Found it for pretty cheap. It was worth it. Here's my Game Boy Color. It's not in the best condition. It's missing a battery pack, and the screen's pretty scratched up. But got it for $1.50, so why not? You know. And then here's my Toys R Us Game Boy Advance. This was my original one. I used to have a Game Boy, but I don't know what happened to it. But yeah, here's my original Toys R Us Game Boy Advance. And you know, mine's also missing the battery pack that broke off a few years back. It's also missing a select button. You see that right there? Kind of weird, but I don't know, it just fell out one day. I played the heck out of that thing. It's actually, I still like it. It's a good console, but as soon as my Game Boy Advance SP came around, there was no, you know, there's no turning back after you got backlit screen. I mean, I use this for everything. I love this game. The only game I still ever use for that is Kirby Tilt and Tumble, because you can't use it on the SP. But yeah, the SP. It's just great. And actually, this is a pretty weird color. I got it from a Target. They only sold it at Target. The lime green. It came with Donkey Kong Country, which I actually still have. But yeah, you know, I've never seen anybody with the lime green one. So I always think that's pretty cool. And then here are two McDonald's handhelds that I got maybe 6 years ago. Let's see, what year does that say? I can see that. 2003, okay. So yeah, they're probably both from 2003, the little Sega handhelds. This is probably the most pointless game ever. You turn it on, you can just keep pressing the button over and over and over again. He'll just jump over all the platforms. It's kind of a stupid game, but whatever. I guess it's still handheld. And then here's my original Game Boy, pretty beat up, faded in the corners. But, you know, it was my original DS. I love it. But my DS Lite is what I use right now. You know, I only use my DS and DS Lite or whatever on airplanes. I don't really see the point besides to bring these anywhere or play them at home. You know, there's fun games for them, but every time I go on a trip, I just buy a new game, and maybe I'll play it a little bit when I get back home. And last but not least, I'll show my my old computer. I guess I don't know if it really counts as a console, but here's my Mac LC3. Just picked this up last weekend for like $10. All this, the original mouse, keyboard, computer, and monitor, and like two floppy disk packs. One's like the original Microsoft Word and Excel, and the other one's just all the floppy disks that came with the computer originally. So you know, I think that's pretty cool. It's got this Mac, you know, I'm just displaying it right now on half of my desk. And yeah, that's about it. So yeah, I'm probably gonna start making some more videos. You know, I'll probably do pickup videos every time I go out and pick some stuff up. And yep, that's about it. Alright. So, you know, please watch, rate, subscribe, do all that stuff, you know. Alright, this is Burtbug Brent signing off.